Hey, San Diego, who doesn't love them a new build, right? Who wouldn't love to be the first and only ones to use your own shower and bath, for goodness sakes, right? But there's a couple deadly sins I see practiced over and over again with unintended consequences, so let's write those right now. Deadly sin number one, the old sign-in sheet. Oh man, the sign-in sheet, right? It seems so simple. You've signed in 100 times. You've gone to open houses. It's so obvious. You get invited in. It's the beautiful model. Everything smells good. There's $1 trillion in marketing. You get handed the lemonade. The model is immaculate, and you sign in the sheet. But here's the trick, is that what they don't tell you in that moment, unless anybody's down to read the fine print that's on page 34 and chapter verse 812 in the stack, is that if you sign in and your agent is not with you for that tour, then you're on your own. Basically, I mean, that's the agent's no longer going to be remunerated by the builder should that relationship continue. So if you wanted your agent to still help you in the purchase of a new build, you'd have to pay him yourself, right? Awkward conversation, right? So know, though, that the fine print on the building sign-in sheet is just that. So either don't sign in or lovingly, disengage from the suggestion of the offer, or be very upfront with them and say, hey, we're working with an agent. I don't want to sign in because, I've heard some stuff about that, then them not being able to represent us fully, et cetera, et cetera. They'll understand. 2, the phase game, right? Typically, these things are built out in phases. That's kind of how it goes, right? So, you might have one phase if it's a tiny spot, but even that's got phases micro within that, nuanced. Or there might be like 16 phases, right? Now, ideally, you want to be on the front end of those phases because normally if you got it like that, you lock in, you're like, cool, you got that price. And then as they keep selling, it creates its own weather system and tailwind. By the time they get to phase 5 or 6, you're already in the black because they're selling from up here and you got yours here. Sounds like a no-brainer. Here's the problem. Most people don't think about the fact that you just signed up to live in a construction site for the next, 4 or 5 years, God forbid, of your life. And it's not just like a contractor's redoing my kitchen for the next month and a half construction site. It's like Beirut in the 80s. You've got earth mover trucks that are fired up at 7 a.m. You got cranes and 1,500 people running around. The dust, it is real. So, eyes wide open on that, right? Not to say there's not a benefit to be made, but just know the unintended consequence is you're signing up to live around chaos.
The Greenhouse Group formula. 6 steps to 5 stars. 4 promises, 3 asks, 2 camps, real estate and mortgage, and 1 team. Green Team. And no excuses. All right.